love working together. We've worked together on several plays and a few indie movies and television shows. So we actually met doing a Equity Waiver 99-seat theater piece in Los Angeles in 2000.
Stallone doesn't want just some bad imitation of him on stage. He wants somebody who can be honest. I think that's what he saw in me, and I'm glad it can relate. And it's been a great season, getting some acclaim for this. It's great.
When I found out that I was going to be Aladdin, it's such a surreal experience. And it's a movie that I've watched as a kid, growing up many times, and it's every actor's dream to originate a role on Broadway. And I was just in the right place at the right time with this show coming in, and I get to fly on that carpet every night. I look out there, and besides seeing all the ushers rushing to try and stop people from taking pictures, I get to see really faces that are enraptured and in awe. Kids' faces, adults as well, just watching, and saying, how are they pass that all out?
In New York, actually, was an off-Broadway musical called The Toxic Avenger, and it was my first credit in the U.S. actually, and we ran off-Broadway at New World Stages for a year, and it was my entree into the New York theater scene, so, off-Broadway's where it's at.
A wonderful character, very exciting, looking, powerful. A woman who's changing as the play goes along. Just very chilling writing. Has writing in Nikki, where there's a tragic world interview and himself that in like life, you're transported to a family and relationships that are very real.
To me, when I'm working on something new, I want to feel like if it rings true, and if the moments in it, as we're sort of reading them and bringing them to life, if they feel like they do express the core truth of the moment, and they did throughout. And then it just only got better from there.
It's wonderful to be acknowledged and to be nominated for all of these things. I feel like we've already won regardless of how things play out because of the response that we've had from the audiences and this recent trip we made to South Carolina because of part of the legislation there, which apparently has been, the funding has been restored to the university. It's that the whole thing died in committee, so that, to me, that's the best prize that you could possibly ask for.
Anna Gunn and directed by David Schwimmer. So I'm excited about it. Start rehearsals in June. So. The music is there. The cast is obviously going to remind everyone of the show, and the show is there. I think it's honored quite well. It translates well.
I was never trying to actually be Armstrong.
I play
trying to capture the essence of it. And the way Terry Teachout, the playwright, wrote the play was he didn't want an Armstrong impersonator. He just wanted someone to capture the essence. And I'm thankful that I have a raspy voice, right? So I could lower it a little bit to at least connote what Armstrong sounded like. But
it's always a challenge, but I think that's the most fun part about being an actor and getting to be versatile and play many different types of roles. So it's fun to be doing something so out of the princess realm. Having done that for a year, it's great to kind of change it up and do something completely different. It's hard to do 8 times a week for sure, but it was so rewarding and it was so much fun. It was actually fun to fight with my partners like that, believe it or not.
Had a film that opened. Gabriel. I do a lot of films. And next we're supposed to go to Romania. Supposed to meet the Olivier of Romania. And he's supposed to play my husband. Doing a film written by a Romanian. My part will be here. And my husband are both.